Yeah, good day. My name is Abdulkabir Akinlabi. Um, if you see, what we actually want to discuss are some other functions. It's not as I said earlier. It's not all about the function or those functions are things that we can actually come across during our process of reading or during our process of research. But the truth is, the application of all those things is what I'm saying. Let's take for instance, look at these products. You all know that all these things they select all these things from this place and the rest, where maybe probably the usage is equals to maybe probably home use. You understand, all these products they have given them different things, different qualities, different attributes in their table. Probably all these ones is for home use. They give you different tags. You understand, so they use different tags to tag all these things. Take for instance, look at this school gadget. So you can see they have given them different names. Now let's assume you now want the Jumia now decide that okay, they want to put something. If you want the lowest price, you want to select the lowest price. You can see even in this project also, here I put something here that you can actually select between this one and this one. That is a between statement in SQL. Maybe probably you want to submit between, I want to buy a fridge between the age of between the rates of 84,000 and 200,000. Maybe probably you want to rent an apartment between is all these prices. So those are the applications I'm talking about. Now, in our own ABC school, let's assume that all the students info, I don't think we have age. Okay, we have age here. So now the you have different various data. So now they now decide that okay, we want the person with the highest age, the the person with the highest age. So what you are going to do, that is the use of min and max, highest and lowest. So the use of highest and lowest. So that's where you have something like what you are going to do is this. Remember that anything you select is not necessarily you select everything. You select ID, the person's name, and also the age from student info, where um no, this time around I'm selecting the minimum or the lowest person of age, because I want to check, if it is price also, you are going to check set the minimum price from student information, minimum age from student info, where if you want to put where, I don't know, but this time around I'm not putting any condition. Let me just try and run it. I think I have SQL error here. Maybe probably I want to check where select from student info. I want to see if actually I want to check what is actually. So I think is the space. Look at I put a space, I dropped a space here. Initially it was like this. So when I run this, you see it's giving error. So there won't be a space here. So let me expand it. So now when you select this and you click on go, and it's giving me 14 because it's returning minimum age, which is 14. So anytime you are now applying, maybe probably you are writing, you are doing coding, and you decide that you want to you want to have the highest age also, so that's when you use max. So those ones it can be applicable here. Maybe probably they put here say click the lowest age, the lowest price, search based on pricing. What is behind this if they actually Jumia, I don't think Jumia did that, but if you click on this place you see maybe the lowest price. So that is what is actually happening behind the scene is the minimum. So the same thing with max. Same thing with max. So you can see the minimum age was 14. So the same thing with max age from students. So now you can see the maximum age here is 23. So if you now decide that okay, that is when you want to know because you know that sometimes, let's assume you are behind Empower application and they want to have the person with highest age or the person with minimum age. You can use all these things. Those are the things they use to generate data. And if this data you now want to fetch it to the front, that is an interaction between HTML and the SQL. So that is another thing. Using the SQL is sitting between the HTML and the PHP. So it is SQL that pull the data. Then the PHP use its own power to put it to the front, which is the HTML. So you have to take that. Then another function I think is worth discussing here in this video is this count. Count also is relevant in this section of Jumia website. So count is also important. They can use count that if the number of all these products that are released, if they are all up to 50, then the browser should adjust itself or something like that. So let me use count. If I want to know the number of students, in my this thing, I can just say select count. You can see that's a function. Count of maybe probably ID or name. Select count. So what this one is going to return from students info. So if you want to put the condition where gender is, maybe probably you want to know the number of gender male students. You see where gender equals to male. So this one is going to give you the number of male students. Let's assume you don't have ID, because sometimes ID, you not use ID to count certain things, because ID could be, you can see you have 10 students, is returning 10 students. So that also takes us to where if you want to use as. If you want to use as in your program, so that you can use it as male students. So it's going to give it a name as male students. So instead of giving it actually is not here. Select this maximum price as male students from. So it's going to, instead of giving the results the way it give the results initially, this time around you can see male student, male underscore stud. So that is because I use as. So all these things, if I start using them, those people that will follow us with our PHP this thing, if I start using them, it won't be something magical to us. It won't be magical. So because we've already done something like that, let's assume you create a login page, because we've not done that, and login you use select statements to handle login. So when I select username and password from this in where username is this and that, okay, let me give you an instance. Look at this project. If I should sign in, I log in with something like this. Look at this agent. There's something I put here, like view my property. You see, actually there are several properties here in the database. Let me show you the database. You can see property. You can see almost this thing. But why is it giving me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It's because this person, this agent, this person, Abiba Ishola, this is our own. Why is this thing selecting only for this? That is where PHP comes in. In fact, that is SQL, where the username is equals to this. What I actually did here, the reason, I'm all about application. Look at what is giving me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, what it's doing here is inside this property. You can see it's always giving me the person who uploads it. So what they're actually doing here is select all those things. Select the property name, the type, from property where username equals to that person. You can see. So this is actually what is giving me. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So why is this thing? How is this thing now coming here? That is where you have to be patient, and we get there. So the same thing happening to a login system. But if you don't calm down to learn all these things, by the time you get to the next level, you are going to have issue. So that's the reason why I'm following all these things like that. So for the last time, because of what we have mixed, what I'm going to I think I should join it with this video is the use of this sum function. So that sum function, take for instance, you have this student info. I don't know if I have pricing, anything price there. Okay, for instance, student info. Look at this age. Let's assume it is the price, and the Jumia person here, you want to be getting all the sales in a day. So after, that's what banks use. What's banks? That's what they do. That they want to check all the money that people have deposited and all the money that people have withdrawn. So now what is just there is, let's assume that all these things are price. You want to calculate everything. So that is when you use sum function. So you now say select sum of what? Age from student info. So it's going to give you all the total number, the total this thing of their age. You can see the total age is 200. If you add all their ages, it's 200. So please follow all these things, and let's see. Sorry, this will be my first time I'm recording video while standing. I'm in my office, so I have to stay somewhere and record this because I felt is overdue, because I was initially having a technical issue. So please try and practice all these things and see what you can do out of it. Create an idea. That's the reason why I was giving you this Jumia platform as an example, so that you see all these things, they are all select statements. And what is it called? So thank you very much.